gosh, I feel like it has been forever since I've cooked for you. So I am so happy to be back with you, and I have a newfound discovery that I just love, and I want to share it with you because we're all getting ready for summer. So just a little intro because I haven't seen you in so long. My name's Elizabeth Alfano, the Silver Chic Chef, and I've got something really good for summer. I like to do recipes that are easy because really we're all super busy and summer's about to arrive, so who wants to be inside cooking when you can be outside at the beach or hiking or doing some fun stuff that does not involve your phone? Okay, so with that in mind, I have one of my typical recipes where I put a lot of stuff in a bowl and then I mix it up and I take a shower and I come back and it's ready. So that's kind of what's going on today. So I like to juice, and on juicing days, by the end of the juicing day, I'm really hungry. So to give myself something that's gonna kind of get me through the juicing day and to take the edge off, I discovered Clean Lean Protein, which I love. So what I've been doing is, because I love to juice pineapple, just so good for you, so beautiful, feeling so tropical, I will mix the rich chocolate Clean Lean Protein by Nuzest. I'll put that in my shake, or sometimes I'll do real coffee, or sometimes I'll do vanilla. Anyway, this kind of helps me just kind of keep it together so I don't go off my juicing days, because I really try to juice 24 hours, but if you include your sleep, that's really like much more, 36, 40 hours. So then I'm really hungry. And then someone told me, you know, hey, you can cook with that stuff. And I was like, my life has changed, because I try to keep flour out of my diet as much as I can. You know, we're all trying to get rid of processed sugar, and so I think, well, gosh, if there's a way that I can do that and bake without flour, that's awesome. I've done other recipes on this channel that involve no butter, no sugar, no flour, and that's what's gonna happen here today. I'm going to make a protein bar, but it really doubles as dessert. So I'm going to make something super easy that is sweet. So one of the things that I love about Clean Lean Protein, so sometimes you get a protein powder and you read the back and you're like, oh my God, 72, 89, like the ingredients list just goes on and on and on. So this has 3 ingredients. Today I'm using smooth vanilla. So it has pea protein, I know what that is. Vanilla flavor, I'll know what that is because I'm also going to be baking with some vanilla today. And thaumatin, which is a sugar from an African fruit. So I can read 3 ingredients and I can understand 3 ingredients. So that works for me. So the sweetness from this comes from an African fruit. And then of course I always have a little handy dandy date syrup, but that's it for sugar. So I guess you could say that date syrup is processed a little bit, but we're not using white sugar here, we're not using white flour, and we have no butter. Okay, so how the heck are we going to make our pineapple, banana, pecan bars, which are great for just sports bars if you go hiking, or we can turn it into a cake for dessert if you're entertaining. How are we gonna make this? Well, let's go for it. Okay, bananas. Now the thing about bananas, when you eat them as a banana, you want it firm and ripe and all that good stuff. But when you bake with it, you want it brown as brown can be. So this actually is not brown enough. I like my bananas much more brown for this. If you want all the directions to this recipe, of course, you can always go to elizabethalfano.com, which is where I'll have all the sizes and ingredients and measurements and stuff. So we're gonna use 2 bananas here. Woo! 2 bananas, and bananas, just you can bake with them. Just a fabulous, fabulous natural sweetener that has so much taste to it, and it's a big thing that helps me not have to use any processed sugar. So, okay, like I said, I usually like my bananas a little bit more brown than this, so I'm just mushing them up with my fingers, and I'm probably gonna, so some people are really neat chefs. That would not be me. And you're probably looking around at my kitchen going, oh yes, but you're super neat. It's my boyfriend, it's not me. So this kitchen is my boyfriend. This is how I roll. So luckily I have my handy dandy rag right here. Okay, so like I said, I would have rather have my banana a little bit browner than that. So I'm just gonna kind of mush it up myself. Get it all going here. Mush, mush, mush. All right, so my banana, you can maybe see I'm getting in here. Now again, if it were a super brown banana, this would almost be liquid for me already, but I'm having to use some elbow grease because I did not let my bananas brown up enough. Okay, but we get it. We're going for it. I'm gonna say that's pretty good for right now. Okay, woo, getting a workout in just cooking. Oh my gosh. So then I'm going to add in, come on, Clean Lean Protein from Nuzest, and I want a whole cup of it. So pull out my little scooper. I'll just add that not only do we have natural ingredients going on here, but we have 20 grams of protein per packet, which you usually just throw one of these into my juicing things, but it's per packet. So holy moly. So when oh my gosh, hey, that's looking good. Okay. All right, so that worked out perfectly for me. Hey. Great, thank you. So when I write this up for my website, elizabethalfano.com, I will have the exact grams of protein per protein bar or snack bar, hiking bar, whatever you want. So stay tuned for that. But there's 20 grams in 2 scoops of this, and I must have at least 5 scoops. So we're probably looking at like 50 grams of protein plus my 2 bananas, okay, right here. So, okay, give a little bit more elbow grease. You can see this here. Giving some more elbow grease to my bananas and working in my cup, of Clean Lean Protein by Nuzest. So you can see already I don't need flour, so this is great. And with all that sugar from my bananas, I don't need sugar either. And the next thing I'm gonna add is oat milk. And you guys probably already know that oat milk has a sweetness to it, much more so than almond milk. So if you like things on the sweet side, use oat milk. If you like things less sweet, then use almond milk. So I like things on the sweet side, which is why I'm going to use oat milk, which is right here. I'm going to use a half a cup, and that's going to help me mix things. So by the time I'm all done with this, my banana, I better give my oat milk a shake. What do you think? Yeah, you never know. All right, my oat milk is now shaken. Okay, so I will do a half cup of this, but again, you can do soy milk, you can do almond milk. However you want to roll is just fine. And because I like to do things where the recipe's super easy and you just throw a bunch of stuff in a bowl, I'm gonna just start throwing a bunch of stuff in a bowl. So vanilla, it's always fun to bake with vanilla, right? I will take a whole teaspoon, will I? No, I will not. I will take 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Uno, dos. Great, rock on. And then while I'm at it, adding lots of teaspoons of stuff, I'll grab my salt because honestly, what's the point if you don't have salt? Now I know lots of people really try to cut down on their salt. I'm just doing a pinch here, just a little pinch. But you know, if you have any sensitivity to this or your doctor says stay away, then of course just do what works for you and don't put it in. Every time I go to the doctor says like, gosh, you're sort of dead. Are you sure that your heart's still beating? I just have such low blood pressure. So I end up putting in salt. Okay, 2 tiny little teaspoons of baking soda. I don't know exactly why, but baking soda is always in and I just don't defy the recipes. So I bake with baking soda because I'm supposed to. I think that's the answer that I have for you there. Okay, now we're going to, I love to cook with date syrup. So if you like it sweet, 2 tablespoons. But because I've got bananas in here and I've also got the Thaumatin, which is in the Clean Lean Protein by Nuzest, and I've got my oat milk, I chose sweeter milk. You know, I could have gone with almond milk. If it were almond milk, I'd probably put in 2 tablespoons. But because I chose oat milk, I'm just gonna go with 1 tablespoon, but I kind of go heaping. I'm cheating. This is like, oh, like 1 and an extra. Because it feels good just to pour lots of date syrup in. That's just how I roll, people. That's a date syrup. Okay, awesome. You see, just throwing things in. So gosh darn easy. Alrighty. Good. So now I've got a lot of things going on here, and I'm gonna have to, again, use some elbow grease. So here we go. Get all my Clean Lean Protein from Nuzest in here. It's gonna really start to take the shape of cookie dough. Who doesn't love cookie dough? So when we go to bake this, I'll give you 2 different directions because some people like to keep their cookies or their cake kind of moist in the middle so that it feels like you are eating cake batter. Again, who doesn't love cake batter? I do. Or you want your cookies really to feel like cookie dough. So it's up to you if you really want to leave it moist in the middle. For sure you can, and it will still hold together. Even if you leave it moist in the middle, it'll still hold together like a good protein bar should. So see, I'm just, my bananas now have come around. Even though they weren't brown enough, they've come around to really getting in shape. And that's kind of what this recipe is about, you know, as we get ready for summer. Gotta stay in shape, so constantly on my brain. All right, good for us. Okay, now I'm going to add, I always have oats in there, so good for you. So good for you, and oats have protein in and of themselves, so this is just gonna be a protein-packed recipe. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of oats. In we go. And soon I'm gonna have to start blending things. Okay, but first I'm gonna stir in my oats. Oh, cookie dough. Oh, cookie dough. Cake batter, cookie dough. So sometimes I do eat this before it goes in the oven. Yes, sometimes I do that. Okay, I just thought I'd get it out early and I'd be honest about it. I eat cake batter right from the bowl. Sorry. Okay. I can just hear my mother. I'm quiet for a minute because I can just hear my mother. Like some memories don't go away. Like, get your hands out of the cookie bowl. Yeah. Okay, well now it's time to blend. And what, I'm gonna put this aside just for a second. I love pecans. So pecans naturally have a bit of sweetness to them, and they remind me of the South and they remind me of summer. So when I have pecans, I'm so very lucky because I live near Costco. So I buy my pecans by like the huge bag full. So I've got pecans to spare, and today I'm gonna be, whoa, hold on. Never mind, disaster averted. So I'll just take about a cup of pecans and I shall put it in here. And that's probably, if we're lucky, gonna give me just about a cup of pulverized pecans. And that's what I want. So that's what we're going for. Pulverized. Yeah. Oh yes, just, I mean, even more. So just to give it some density, again, so it holds together. Okay, this should give me just about a cup of pecans. Pecans. Okay, everybody, tell me how you say pecans. Is it pecans? Is it pecans? Tell me what you do. Oh, look at that. I mean, perfect. Oh my word. Good for me. Wow. Hey, that's pretty gosh darn perfect. Look at that. All right, I'll take it. Zing. Can you see? Look how perfect that is. I just stand on my tippy toes. You can see? Okay. Throw it in, because that's what we do. We throw things in, because we keep it easy. All right. Now I have to get to the star of the show. Throw out my thing here. I have to get to the star of the show. My pineapple. I love you. Okay, so I'm going to cut up some pineapple, and it's going to be not pineapple juice as if I were juicing, but like pineapple pulp. So I want 2 full cups. This is kind of a sad moment, you know, when you have to do, yeah, because I just love the top of a pineapple. Just such an original fruit, really. Okay, I'm gonna cut my pineapple in about half, because I know that that's gonna give me just about the right amount of what I need. So, it's not, like I said, it's not gonna be juice. It's just going to be juicy pulp. Okay, so I am cutting my pineapple here. Oh, such a beautiful yellow. I'll show you this in just a second. Come on, pineapple's so gorgeous. Look at that yellow. Look at that yellow. Okay. And I will core it in just a second, so I'm not going to pulverize or blend my core. And I'm really trying to get as close as I can to the edge of the pineapple so that I don't have any, see like this, whoa, slippery little guy. See like this stuff, I don't want any of the rind of my pineapple going in there. So I'll just shave whatever I need to, being extra careful, but otherwise I think we're good to go. But first I'm gonna core it. Take out the core. Sometimes it's fun to chew on just for fun. Okay, whoops. I maybe need more. We're gonna see how this goes. This is maybe slightly smaller of a pineapple than I thought by the time I cored it and stuff. So we'll see how much this gives me. I will throw in my straight pineapple and we'll see if I get 2 cups of juicy pulp. That's what I'm really going for, juicy pulp. Okay, let's see what we got. High, I'm doing high. The last time I did low for the pecans, I'm doing high for the pineapple. Yes, yes, yes. Now, ooh, yeah. Okay, just make sure we get it all. Whoops, and I've got a couple chunks left in here. That cannot be. Cannot be chunky, it's gotta be pulverized. Go ahead. What's the name of that song? There's a Jeopardy thing, like do do do. Okay, but we got what we need. We got what we need now. I'm gonna guesstimate that I'm about right here. That this is just about 2 cups, as I said, of pulverized. Can you see it? So it's not juice, but by no means is it solid. So it's just kind of the chunky pulverized that we want. Come on, lucky 7. Let's hope that I cut the right amount. Well, I'm shy. Gosh darn it. Okay, so this is 1 cup, but I really need 2. It's okay, it's okay. We'll go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna cut myself a little bit more pineapple. Like I said, I had a feeling that maybe he was a little bit smaller than I realized at the store. Okay, onwards, people, onwards. Luckily, I planned ahead, and I'll tell you why later. Okay. This is the thing when you cook. Sometimes it's good to have a backup. You know what I mean. Okay, so I've been calling this a sports bar or a protein bar or a hiking bar because I do so much hiking. I like to take things with me when I hike. But this is also dessert. You're going to see and you're going to say, ooh, that Elizabeth, she's so crafty. She thought of things before they happened. I do have a backup plan for my pineapple because if we do decide to turn this into a cake and a dessert, then we need extra pineapple. And I'm going to talk to you all about that in a second when I get done doing more blending. All right. This should give it to me, yeah. So I'm only about 2/3 of a cup short. Let's see. Do, 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 yes. Oh yes, okay, whoops. So this time I think I got it. Hold on. Oh yes, here it comes, here it comes. Ooh, just by the last little droplet do I get it. Okay, people. Oh, pineapple, you're so gorgeous. Look at that, right to the last little limit of pineapple, but it's perfect. I've got my 2 cups of pineapple pulp. So again, I want to show you this. It's not pineapple juice, just pineapple pulp. Okay, throw it in. Throw it in, and it's really the pineapple that gives this such a great taste. Really tangy. It's more than sweet. It gives it really a tropical tanginess, which is just super good. I hate to waste, so I will get every little last bit that I can. Now, if you notice, we have some pineapple left over. I'll be right back at you all about that. Okay, but I think we're done with everything else. We're super close here to just Like I told you, it's just put a bunch of stuff in a bowl, mix it, and then move on, shall we? Okay, so again, my bananas way at the bottom of this recipe, what we started with, they're getting another workout here, which is good. They're gonna get all blended, all blended into my cake batter, protein bar batter. Okay, working in that pineapple, which is giving us a little bit of a light color, which is nice. You know, as tasty as cookie dough is, and as tasty as cake batter is, and even though we're making protein bars to start with, and then we're gonna turn it into cake, it does resemble cookie dough, even though it's not. So as you know, usually cookie batter or cake dough is not really that attractive, but oh gosh, is it good. And this is going to be no exception. So if you want to delight in tasting the cookie dough before you bake it, I highly recommend, Okay. All right, but should I do that? Should I do that just to make my mother happy? Get out of the cookie bowl. You may not want to bake it. I'm just saying. You may just want to sit in front of the television and eat cookie dough. I mean, it's possible. Okay, but if you need to feed other people besides yourselves and you decide to cook it, bring out your baking pan and preheat your oven to 350. So let's do that. Okay. 350, oven is on. Now I'm going to pour in my cake batter. Woo. Can you guys see that? Here it goes, it's going in, Can you see? Okay. Now I might end up, having a little bit extra, which I could eat, or, oh, I do, this is perfect. This is just perfect. This might even be a little bit, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so I am going to throw in, yummy. Get down there. Okay. Ta-da, just cake batter in a cake pan. I'm gonna throw this in as soon as I let the oven warm up a little bit more. But then I have these other things that I love. Look how cute this is. I just love these. So I can make individual cakes for people. How cute that is. Individual cakes. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again here. Look, I got another one in green. Individual cakes. Okay, that's cute. All right, so since I've got leftover cookie dough and I basically have to stop myself, I have to save me from myself so that I don't eat the rest of this bowl, because it's possible. Don't let me do it, don't let me do it. We started out saying that we were gonna be good and get ready for summer, so don't let me eat the rest of this. I'm gonna make some little cakes. These are cute because I can give them to my neighbors. Do lots of sweet things with this. Okay. Now, it's funny. In the oven, this cake will rise, and then you'll take it out of the oven and it's gonna fall in a little bit. So you do kind of want it to be plump, even if you're saying to yourself when it's baking, like, uh-oh, it's rising too much. It will kind of come down when you pull it out to room temperature. So just kind of FYI as we're going on. Okay. Oh, here's my green one, so cute. This is good because I'm gonna bake everything and the only thing I'll be doing is licking the bowl. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. You didn't think I was not gonna do that. I mean, I may not stuff a huge spoonful of cookie dough in my mouth, but I am gonna lick the bowl. I mean, what's the point of baking if you're not gonna lick the bowl? I know you agree with me. I can't see what you're saying right now, but I know that you do. Okay, so this is gonna work out perfectly. I thought I might have enough for 3 little guys, but I just have enough for 2. Works out awesome. And the last bit goes in. Okay. Yummy. Oh-ho. I told you. Okay. Putting that back. Just licking the spoon. Putting that back. Now, as cute as this is, I'm not gonna put the tops on these guys. I will save them for presentation later, but they really should bake open like this. So I am going to, we have a ways to go, I think. Yes, okay, so the oven is still warming up. So these guys are gonna pop in the oven in just a while. But with the magic of internet and thinking ahead, this is what my cake looks like when it comes out. Zing! Okay, so this is perfect for a protein bar. This is just perfect, just like this. And once you pull it out, you must let it set. So just let everything come down to room temperature. It's gonna fall a little bit. That's good because you want a protein bar that's dense. So it's gonna fall together a little bit, and then you can cut it up and, you know, save it for your next hike or your breakfast bars, or take it with you to work, or share it with the office, or whatever you want. So it's perfect just in this state. But if you did want to serve it as a dessert, let's say you're having people over, as I love to do, I love to entertain, I love to make vegan food for non-vegans. I love to bring meat eaters into my house. I don't tell them that I'm cooking vegan, and I just make everything vegan, and most times they don't even notice. And then at the end I say, oh gosh, everything was vegan. All right, and they love it because they feel good, and they didn't think they would, and they didn't think it would taste good. But then they leave my house feeling good, like their stomach doesn't hurt. And they didn't even know. So I love to do that. So if I'm entertaining, which happens a lot, and I want to serve this as a cake, then I take my leftover pineapple, because we were thinking ahead, and I cut, you know, pineapple's so beautiful, and you often eat with your eyes. So this gorgeous yellow of pineapple, I take it and I sprinkle it on. And so now remember, this cake, my cake already has set. So it isn't gooey or warm or going to fall anymore from the weight of the pineapple. So I'm just going to make, a pretty layer of pineapple on top. I try not to let the really, like there's juice at the bottom of this. I try not to let the juice go in. I try to just get the cubes of pineapple. And I think that's good enough right there. And I try to cover the top. You know, protein bars are never the most beautiful of food, but I try to make kind of a pretty topping with the fresh pineapple. And because our whole dish is pineapple, really it's about pineapple and banana and Nuzest clean lean protein and pecans. That's really our dish. So it's also very true to the dish to just have pineapple kind of lightly scattered on top. And this way, what I really love about this more than anything is that then when you cut into it and you give it to people, you get that fresh, tangy taste of pineapple, which I just love. So this is our dish today. That's it. When you finally do bake these guys, you can bake them between 20 and 25 minutes, depending on, you know, if you're going to make a smaller one, for sure, the small guys, you want 20 minutes. If you're going to make a bigger one, this you can make 25 minutes or a little less if you like it moist in the middle. And you might want that for yourself. You might want that kind of treat. So here we have this cake that I serve to people. It's great for summer because it's got fresh pineapple. This is our pineapple, pecan, banana, clean lean protein bar Nuzest cake, or you can just use it as a protein bar. I do want to say, anybody who feels as I do, like, ooh, sometimes you just want a protein powder and you don't want a protein powder with a gazillion things in it. I've been loving this clean lean protein by Nuzest, so you can check it out if you want. I think it's nuzest.us, so not .com, I think it's nuzest.us. /awesome if you want, because then they'll know that you saw it here, or not, whatever is good for you. If you find it on your own or you want to try it out, ask me about it if you have any questions. I've loved it because I just use it on my juicing days and it kind of gets me through the day. But then I figured out I could bake with it. So if you're gonna have dessert, why not make it protein packed? So I hope you enjoy this. Summer's coming up, we gotta stay in shape. Thanks for watching right here live. I'm Elizabeth Alfano. You can hit up my website, Elizabeth, ELYSABETHALFANO.com. And until I see you next time, don't forget to be vegan. Bye, everybody.